Hi, this is Roger Pine from Holistiplan, coming from the home office here, and I've got a couple things to show you with the scenario analysis screen. Two new things we've added. When we talked about the householding functionality, one of the things we talked about is now you can group two tax returns from 2018, 2019 into the same scenario analysis screen. So I'm going to show you how we do that. So here, John and Jane Doe, they've got a 2018 and a 2019 return. Let's go into scenario analysis here. And I've already got my 2018 return loaded up there. But if I want to see 2019, I pop this open and I can say now import from return. And then I get this little guy and I can say, let's import that 2019 return. And then boom, here we go. So here's our 2018 return here, my 2019 return here. And then if I want to, I can start on a 2020 scenario. So that's number one. Number two is we now are officially beta-ing, is that a verb? We're doing a beta of that Solve for Max functionality. We really need to come up with a better name, but Solve for Max being the thing that allows you to figure out how much money is left in your current tax bracket. So what we normally do, let's say in this 2020 Roth, that'll be the name of the scenario. If in this scenario I want to do a Roth conversion that fills up the tax bracket, let's scroll down. Let's highlight it here. I'm in the 22% bracket right here. That's on the right-hand side there. So what we normally would have to do is we say, okay, Roth conversion of, I don't know, $4,000. And then I scroll down and see if it changed. And nope, still 22. Okay, well, let's do a 40,000. And I scroll down and it still doesn't change, right? And so you're used to this problem. You put 100,000, maybe that'll move it. And that did. So it's somewhere between 40,000 and 100,000. We can keep kind of zeroing in on it, but that's very labor intensive. So what we built was, and we kind of hinted at this last time, let's put this back to zero just so we can see it in action, is, well, first I got to join the beta. I forgot about that. So you'll see on your screen this little button to join a beta. This is a beta product here, this what we're calling Solve for Max, for want of a better, cooler name. But now you can see I've got this button. I joined the beta, and now I've got this button that says Solve for Max, and that's going to give me the maximum amount I can add in ordinary income before I kick myself into the higher tax bracket. And right now it's just a little pop-up. It's saying $75,000 more of ordinary income before I get kicked up into the next tax bracket. So let's do it. So let's see here. Let's do a Roth conversion of $75,000. And I scroll down. And good, I'm still in the 22% bracket. That's what I wanted. Now the test will be if I add a little bit more, will I now be in the higher tax bracket? Because that will mean that it got me just up to the limit, but not quite over. So let's do 76,000. Let's see what it says. 76,000. Look at that. I'm in the 24% bracket. So that's cool. So we got this little pop-up now that says, here's how much left in your tax bracket before you get knocked into the next one. I'm going to set it down to zero here so we can look at something else. So also, and this is the thing I think I showed last time, again, we need a better name, but Range Calc, that's the name of this little screen. So I'm going to pop that up. And this is that same tax return, that same scenario, and it's actually the same information. So here's my baseline right now. And it's the same as I scroll to the right on this graph here. I'm just kind of moving my mouse. You can see in black on the bottom, that's the amount of extra income I've added, and the blue on top is what marginal bracket I'm in. It should reach about the same thing. See, when I hit about 75,000, that kicks me up into the next tax bracket, 24% tax bracket. And what's cool about the graph is here we've run it in steps of 1,000, going all the way from negative 100,000 to positive 250,000. So I can step through it. Look at this. Here's a little cool artifact. That is 3.8% above the normal tax bracket, which to me indicates there's something happening with NIIT there, and then back to 24, and then I'm jumping up to the 32% bracket. So this is all stuff you can play with, cool tools there. There's ordinary income. There is capital gains. So if you're interested in playing with that and giving us feedback on how that looks, obviously we got to make it a little bit more beautiful, but the numbers I thought were the most important thing to start with. Go ahead and click that little join the beta button in the scenario analysis screen. But remember, we've now got the ability to do multiple years in your household because of the householding. You can do multiple years within the scenario analysis screen. And also you can join a beta and start playing with this Solve for Max range calc. We need a new name functionality that you see here. All right, we'll be back with more stuff soon.